What up, guys? What up? Hold up. That's too damn bright. Wait, not this light. I don't like this lighting. There we go. Hold on. What up, guys? It's your boy Alanyzing here on another stream. Another day, another stream. And today, like the caption says, like the title says, Monday Night Football, bro. 49ers, as y'all see, look. Well, the microphone's in the way. We won today. We beat the Colts. And, bro, I mean, we're going to get into it, but the game started off kind of scary. I was a little bit scared. But we kept fighting through, all right? And let's get into it. As the Niners, make sure you go on the Instagram post. Hold on. As the Niners won 48-27 as they beat the Colts. So, like, let me share my screen with y'all. That is not what I wanted. Window. There you got it. 48-27. It was a crazy game. It was a crazy game. And it started off rocky for the defense because, bro, the offense was humming. I actually want to get into that first. I want to get into how the offense was just on code, bro. They were unstoppable today. They've actually been unstoppable the past, 2 weeks. And you can even make a case for the Cleveland game where we beat them 26. And then we had the bye week 14. And then we went against the Titans. And then this week. But my gosh, bro. Look at these numbers. Let me show y'all these numbers real quick. Look at this. All right, so Purdy threw for 25 out of 34, 295 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bro, he said looking. Freddie. 89.5 QBR, close to 100, and then a passer rating of 126.8. So first I'm talking about obviously our offense versus the Colts defense, and then I'm gonna talk about flip, vice versa. Anyways, Brock offense was cooking, bro. Like, my God, we didn't have a single punt again. That's 2 games in a row we didn't have a single punt. And our first 8 drives of this game, we scored on 7 of them. 7 out of 8 drives we scored. I mean, there was 9 in total, I think. But the 2 that we missed, so the one was the halftime of this game. And that's because literally it's about to be halftime. We were just trying to get some points up. And then Eddie Pinheiro tried a 60-plus yard field goal, and he missed it. But he was actually pretty close. He hit the crossbar, but he was pretty close. That was the one drive we missed. And then the other one was obviously the last of the game, where we had it and we just kneeled it down to end the game. That was the only 2 drives we haven't scored in these past 2 weeks, bro. Kyle Shanahan, the offense is humming. It starts with Brock. Brock's been zipping the ball. He's been cooking. I don't know what just locked into him, but he's been cooking ever since he came back. And then McCaffrey had a great game today. He hasn't had a great rushing year this year, but he had 21 carries, 117 yards, 5.6 yards per carry. He was knocking up the Colts, bro. The Colts defense couldn't stop anything. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the pass. They couldn't stop anything today. George, he got injured today, which sucks. I think it was his hamstring. It was near the 4th, so then he just stopped playing the rest of the game. Let's see what's gonna happen there. Hope it's not a big injury, but it was he's been in and out of the lineup this year as every other guy has, but he had the touchdown, 7 receptions, 115 yards, 1 touchdown on 8 targets. Juwan had a big game today, 5 catches, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. And then even McCaffrey in the passing game, as we know, he had 6 catches, 29 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And DeMarcus Robinson had that first touchdown of the game. Bro, but again, offense was just humming. They've been buzzing all game, bro. I love this. This is what I like to see. Like the best possible time is when the offense is starting to get hot, starting to get crazy. The best possible time. Now, if our defense could just match that, but we'll get into that a little bit. Because I want to talk about the Colts defense because they were straight buns today. They were getting shredded, and I feel bad for the Colts. I feel bad for them because their offense was looking pretty good, but I don't know how DeForest was in there. They got good players. DeForest Buckner's there. Kenny Moore was still in the back. But to be honest, I couldn't see anything. I thought they were just getting straight up. Everyone played bad on the defense today, and they just couldn't get any pressure on Brock. I don't even think they got let me even check. I don't think they got a sack on them. Defense. Oh, they got one sack. And it was like, oh yeah, that strip fumble. Yeah, that strip fumble, but then what's his name? Recovered it. Farrell, our tight end. I think he recovered it. Where's he at? Yeah, Farrell. He recovered that. And when he actually got like what 3 yards, like it was crazy. I don't know, it was insane too. But yeah, they only had one sack on him. One sack, and I don't even think they had that, and only one QB hit. So, bro, he was clean the most of the game, and he was zipping the ball. So this is what I like to see from the offense. Okay, I want to see this. Hope this continues. Hope George, gets back. Hope he's not severely injured. But, bro, the offense continues like this. And we're gonna talk about this. But if they continue like this, we gonna create some problems in the playoffs. But what concerns me was that Phillip Rivers was cooking today, especially the first half. He was cooking our defense. He had 23 for 35, 277 yards. Didn't count their cheating. Right. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 53 QBR, and a passer rating of 97. For real though, Franny. For real. Franny said sacrifice my firstborn for a Niners Super Bowl win, and he's speaking the gospel right there. Speaking the gospel. But back to Phillip. 53 QBR is kind of low. I thought it would be higher, but 97.0 QBR. And bro, first half he was slicing and dicing us. He was shredding us, bro. Like I was like, what is going on, bro? He was Phillip Rivers. I never seen that. I was like, what is going? He was checking everything. First driver, he was checking everything. He would be like, huh? And he'd be like, watch the line, watch the line, watch the line. And he would just call out our calls. And I was like, this boy is slicing and dicing us. Like I remember one specific play, literally the first drive that was a touchdown to Alec Pierce. He calls out our bluff on the blitz. Like supposedly, Robert Saleh, I remember Troy was talking about it. He gave him a disguised blitz, like, oh, we're gonna blitz. He calls it bluff. He's like, they're going zone. So switch the play call. We went to zone and he carved us up. I forgot to who he completed it to. It was probably to Caleb Downs, to be honest, because Caleb Downs was balling that first drive. And I was like, whoa. He was just carving it. He went up and down the field the first 2 drives. I was like, Phillip Rivers, what is going on? But I'll talk about what happened right now. What that adjustment that Robert Saleh made. But actually, I'll just talk about it right now. Because then Alec Pierce, I was saying, he had 4 receptions, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. He only had 4 targets. I thought he actually had more. Oh, I said Caleb Downs. My bad. Josh Downs. I don't know why I said Caleb, but Josh Downs. That fool had 5 receptions, 65 yards. I told you, 9 targets. He was targeting him a lot. Pittman, I didn't see him have a lot, but he did have 4 receptions. Tyler Warren, he wasn't that active today, to be honest. But he had actually quite a bit of targets, but he didn't catch it a lot. But anyways, that adjustment that Robert Saleh made, our defensive coordinator, was he was going to zone. And, we do that. That's our philosophy in the defense, even without Saleh, like Robert Saleh, Kyle Shanahan. That's what he likes to do. He's always loved that. All of our defensive coordinators have followed that model because that's just how our team's built. We're a 4-3. We always rush 4 because you usually have Nick Bosa, right? So we can rush 4, and then everyone else drops in coverage. We usually don't blitz. We rarely ever blitz, and that's just how we play. And I get that, but we don't have Nick Bosa right now. Brother's injured. Fred Warner's injured. We don't have the same pass rush that we do. I think we're dead last, bruh. We are dead last. Let me check. I think we are dead last in sacks. Let me go check that real quick. Oh, sorry. If it could load, that'd be pretty cool. There we go. Yup, look at that. we are, we are dead last. We are dead last in sacks with what? How many? With 18. With 18 sacks. We are dead last. So that 4 pressure, that's not working. That's not working. And that's what my boy Phillip Rivers was doing. He was carving us up. He was like, they're just gonna rush 4 and they're gonna drop the rest in coverage. And sometimes we switched it up. Sometimes, we had zone, we had man, but on that man, he was cooking us, bro. I was like, what is Phillip Rivers is out here dissecting us? Because remember, he was calling out checks, he was calling out plays. I was like, Phillip Rivers gonna do this to us right now? And he did, but props to Robert Saleh. In the second half, we started blitzing more, started bringing more blitz, making a move. And that's what I called from the beginning. Before this game, I was like, I think that's what we're going to do. Like, we're not a blitz team, but we're going to blitz him because he's stationary, bro. He's 44 years old. We can't have him sit there in the pocket. And that's exactly what we were doing the first few drives, the first half. We were just letting him sit in the pocket, be all nice and calm, and he was just dissecting us. And then props, again, Saleh changed it. We're going to blitz him. We're going to make a move. We're going to bring Upton Style. We're going to bring D. Winters. And Phillip Rivers started moving. He started a little get scared because he's what? He's old. He ain't trying to break his ribs. So he starts moving, and we start getting to him. I don't even know how much do we have. How many sacks did we have? How many sacks? 2 sacks. I probably came in the second half. Alfred Collins, he had that strip sack that was so funny. He had that strip sack. He didn't even know where he was at. He was still trying to get Rivers to the ground. The ball's already near the touchdown, near the red zone area. Like, bro, Alfred, look down. But that was funny. And the other sack, who had the other sack? CJ West. Oh yeah, that was like the opposite of commentator curse. Because he literally, Troy and Joe were talking about how the 49ers are dead last in sacks and they can't get any pressure. And then literally the next play, CJ West gets a sack. And I was like, oh, that's funny. That was opposite of the curse because at least we got something good out of it. And then we had the interception. We had the pick 6 by D. Winters. He read it on the route. I think Tyler Warren ran the route. He either ran the route wrong or it was the wrong route. I don't know what he did. But he didn't anticipated how he was supposed to do. And then D. Winters got it. And he ran away all the way to the house to win us the game. And yes, sir. Okay, that's what we need to do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it was a good adjustment, right? But this defense, bro, they still just don't convince me. We did some, right? The defense just doesn't convince me, bro. The Niners defense to be Super Bowl contenders. Like, I think we're good. I think we're better than average. But the way the defense is right now with the injuries, I just don't see this defense as a Super Bowl contending defense. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they live up. But I just don't see it. And I think we're in the position to be the number 1 seed in the West. And maybe if we get that number 1 seed, the defense could hold up enough. But that's just my issue right now. Because I think our special teams is good. Remember, we had a turnover in the, which game was it? Which game was it? Which drive was it? Let me actually go check that. Sorry, yeah, I'm twin crazy. Where's that at? Play by play. Yeah, on the kickoff. Literally their second, third. Whoa. Turn off the audio. Anyways. Yeah, the third drive of the game. Or third position of the game. Literally kickoff fumble. Who fumbled it? Amir Abdullah fumbled it. Pretty sure it's Amir. Let me actually go. Yeah. Amir fumbled it. And we got it. I think Jake Tonjes recovered it. So our special teams is doing good. Our offense is humming. This offense for 100%. This offense is Super Bowl caliber. Even with the injuries we have. Even if we don't have Brandon Ayuk. Even if we don't have Debo. Even if Ricky's out. Ricky is out in and out of the lineup. This offense is Super Bowl contender, but the defense, I don't know. Like, I want to believe in them, but they just got carved up the first half by Mister 44-year-old Philip Rivers. And yes, again, Robert made the adjustments and we did better, but I just don't know, bruh. We're dead last in sacks. Like, how are we supposed to? We have nobody. I like Bryce Huff, and I want him to keep him, but bro, come on, he's not going to win a Super Bowl. I like these guys, but they're not going to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion. Look at this, bruh. Look at all these injuries that we have. Nick, Kevin. I mean, I hope y'all can see that. Let me go back. Yeah. Nick, Kevin. Batum is questionable today. Nick Martin, Robert Beal, Mikael Williams, our first round draft pick. He doesn't even come out, but obviously Fred, Curtis Robinson, Chase is out. I remember Renardo Green was out today. Like, we have so many injuries, bro, on defense. Like, that's why Coach Shanahan, that's another topic, but that's why Coach Shanahan should literally be Coach of the Year. And for other years, because defense depleted, our offense in and out. Brock Purdy's been in and out. Ricky's been in and out. George has been in and out. So it's like, right. And he still manages to score points to win with Mac Jones. Like, he still managed with Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick, but like, we still managed to win games. So, bro, Kyle Shanahan, I think even taking off the bias, bro, like, I think even a neutral fan perspective would even say, or even other NFL teams would want Kyle Shanahan as their coach. And yes, he's done 2 Super Bowl losses. You could kind of blame it on him. But that's why last year when people were calling for his job, I said, we just had a lot of injuries this year. It's, Super Bowl curse, Super Bowl back curse. We all heard about the Super Bowl loss curse, where every team that loses the Super Bowl next year, they're kind of trash. They're kind of garbo. I was like, we just need to give them a year to work with. Okay, let him cook. Sit back and let Kyle cook. And look, he's cooking. He's cooking. That's why I was like, do not fire him. You don't fire coaches like this, bro. We're going to find another coach like him. So good with management, good with the York family, good with John Lynch. They didn't fire him because he's here and he's cooking. Like Brock Purdy said, actually, let me try to find that clip on Instagram of him saying that. Go on Instagram. Of what he was talking about Kyle Shanahan today. NFL, ESPN. I think it was Lisa, yeah.
I mean, everybody just did their job. I feel like Kyle was in his bag with his play calls and the run game, the O-line just doing a great job for Christian, and then obviously the pass game to be able to dish it out to a bunch of guys and then make plays. Like, it was just a team effort across the board.
What felt good out on the field tonight?
Another one.
I mean, everybody just did their job. I feel like Kyle was in his bag with his play calls and the run game, the O-line just doing a great job for Christian, and then obviously the pass game to be able to dish it out to a bunch of guys and then make plays. Like, it was just a team effort across the board.
What felt good out on the field tonight?
I mean, everybody just did their job. I feel like Kyle was in his bag with his play calls and the run game, the O-line just doing a great job for Christian, and then obviously the pass game to be able to dish it out to a bunch of guys and then make plays. Like, it was just a team effort across the board.
Kyle was in his bag. Like Brock Purdy saying, bro, Kyle was in his bag. You don't fire him. You don't let him do that. So, bro, I don't know what people saying. What the people were talking about that last year. I was like, y'all crazy. But good thing, York family, John Lynch, they stayed with him. But anyways, all that to go back to, I'm not really with our defense. Okay, they just I don't know. They just don't convince me. I don't think they could stick up. I don't think they could go against a Rams offense, a Seahawks offense. Like, I'm not, bro. I'm telling y'all. I know I'm a Niner fan, but I'll be a little biased, bro. I mean, gotta be opposite of bias. I gotta be objective, and I get it. That I'm a Niner fan, and the most Niner fans like, why are you? I'm really hard on my team. We'll just say it like that. Who borderline live? I'm really hard on my teams, on all my teams, all Real Madrid, Niners. I'm just really hard on my teams, and I just don't see this a Super Bowl contending team. Or I try to be really objective, and I just so don't see the defense as a Super Bowl contending defense. Like if Fred was back, like I don't really like our secondary to be honest. Like our safeties, I think Malik Mustafa's good, but sometimes he gives up a lot. I'm not a big fan of Jair Brown. I do like Upton Stout though, the rookie. I love Upton Stout. He's like the one corner that I really love. Green and Diamador Lenore. I like them, but they're not my favorite guys. But Diamador Lenore is our best corner, but they're not my favorite guys. But I think Lenore has been really good this year. But the one guy I really like is Upton Stout, our nickel corner. I love him. But other than that, not really big fan of our secondary. But our front, if Fred was there, Bosa was there, I would love to have Bosa and Bryce Huff on opposite sides of the defensive line, bro. That would have been so nice to see. If we had those guys, I think this would have been a Super Bowl contending team 100%. We would have been in there. But unfortunately, we're the Niners, and we just get those injuries. Like, again, I think after this year, we have to fire him, bro. Let me search him out. I always forget his name. Niners. Niners head. Niners coach. Strength and conditioning. But who's the president? Anyways, okay, Dustin Perry. Dustin Perry's the guy that's been doing all this. He's the VP of coach and conditioning. Head coach and conditioning. Get the microphone right here. He's been the head of vice president of strength and conditioning. Get him out of here, bro. I'm sorry, but get him out of here, bro. Because we're injured every single year, and I think they changed that. Something's got to change, and that's gotta be him. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want you to lose your livelihood, but go do something else, okay? Just don't be for us. Just don't go be for us. But anyways, oh my god, that's why it hurts me, bro. 'Cause if we had Fred and Bosa, we would be contenders, bro. We'd be contenders. And that just pisses me off severely, bro. Bro, why is my microphone like that? It's pissing me off. All right. No, that's too big. But whatever. We just live day by day. No. But anyways, Niners. This hurts me. I think we're gonna probably the farthest we're gonna go in the playoffs is, maybe with the offense. Because I've been saying that. I've been saying that since half the year when all of us got injured and we lost to the Panthers. Because I was like, bro, our defense saved us from this one. Like, it's so inconsistent. Like one time our offense plays really well and our defense plays bad. It was so weird. But after that Panthers game, I really thought that we were probably just going to be a one and done in the playoffs. I was like, we make the playoffs. We're going to be one and done because our easy schedule. We're probably just going to get there and we're going to bounce out. But now, watching the offense play today, the last 2 weeks versus the Titans, and I know it was the Titans. But this is the Colts. And the Colts were a great defensive team before Daniel Jones went down. I don't know what happened to them recently, but the Colts defense was like number one in rush defense, I believe. Let's actually go check that out because I'm pretty sure they were. Like I want to be, I don't want to say I'm 100%, but they were around there. Let's go check the stats. Let me share the screen with y'all. Yeah. Okay, share screen. And let's go. 2 yards allowed. Rushing. Who am I looking for? The Colts. Rushing 1,400. See, look. They were giving up 98, or they're giving up 98.5 yards, rushing yards per game. That's like what, third best? Let's look. So it's them. Jacksonville's the best with 87. Then New Orleans, 94.1. 90. So that's at least top 5 though. We'll just say like that. Top 5, they were giving up less rushing yards, okay? So and Christian McCaffrey ran 117 yards on them today. So our offense is humming. I think our offense, the way that they're playing right now, maybe they can lead us in a deep playoff push. Maybe they could win us 2 games in the playoffs. Especially if we're like, I don't even know what seed we would be. I think right now we're the 5th seed. If I'm correct, let's actually go check the playoff standings. Where can we find those? Playoff picture, thank you. Bro, what is this? Oh wait, no, this is okay. Yes, okay. Because we can still win our division. We got 31.8 chance to win the division. But anyways, what I was getting at. What I was referring to. Was that we're in there? We're the 6th seed. So if we were to win out, I think it could be the number 1. But let's just say Seahawks also went out, and like we'll just say the way it is right now. And we're 6. So we would go against the Eagles? Yeah, because then they'd get a bye, and then they go against each other, and then yeah. So we'd go against the Eagles. And the Eagles defense is good, but the way that their offense is looking sometimes, the way Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and Saquon, sometimes they're on and off with them. I don't like Kevin Patullo, and he's still there. Patullo's still there. So I don't know. That'd be a winnable game. It's gonna be in Philly, but it'd be a winnable game. Totally, bro. And like the only real contenders I like for our offense would be the Seahawks and the Rams, in my opinion. That's crazy Rams room for, but like those would be like the only 2 teams where I don't think our defense can really stand up to them, and that'd have to be our offense to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing it. But these other ones, I think Bucks and Panthers, if we were to play them, we could beat them. We could beat them. Obviously, we lost to them, but we could beat them. The Bears, we're gonna see Sunday Night Football. We have them next, so we're gonna see if we could catch up with them or not. I think we can. Because look, the Bears are new. They just started off in the playoffs. Okay, they just got back. They just got back to relevancy. So I wouldn't hype their train too much. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a big Bears fan. Okay, I'm not a big Bears believer. Actually, the offense is good, but come on, dude. Like literally the game versus the Packers, Saturday night game. They literally went 3 quarters being stagnant, they didn't move the ball at all, and then all of a sudden they get that onside kick, and then they go like that, and then they click and they score the touchdown, which is great, and it's great and all, but you were stagnant the first 3 quarters. If you don't get that, miss special teams play, are they back in the game? I don't think so, and I feel like they're more prone to being stagnant, to not moving the ball, than them actually being consistent. So, anyways, that's on the Bears. That's just my little diatribe on them. But literally, and then the Packers too. The Packers, don't get me wrong, Jordan Love is good, but I've also never been a big fan of Jordan Love too. Sometimes I think he's too turnover prone. And look, their offense also, they're very young. Okay, Josh Jacobs has a tendency to. I love Josh. He's a Bama boy. He has a tendency to fumble the ball. Receivers are still young. Watson is in and out in the playoffs, so we could get them. We can get them. Literally, my only 2 concerns are 2 division rivals. And we could beat them. Don't get me wrong. We've beat them before. They're our division rivals. We literally beat the Seahawks. We literally beat the Rams 1 time this year. We beat both of them twice this year. But can we do it? What concerns me was that first win was with our team fully healthy. That was week 1. And then the Rams team, that when we beat them in LA in week 5? Week 4, I think it was. I think it was like week 4, week 5. Come on, man, load. I can't get my audience waking. Yeah, week 5 when we beat them in SoFi Stadium in the overtime game. I ain't gonna lie, that one was just the division game. I had no idea. I did not think we were gonna win that game, but we came back from nowhere and we beat them that game, which was great. It's just one of those division games. And then the second time they beat us, they destroyed us at Levi's. So, and that was with the defense not healthy the way we're looking right now. So literally the only two teams that scare me are the Seahawks and the Rams. But other than that, I think we could, if our offense stays the way we are and we get our defense to medium, maybe we can make a deep playoff run. Maybe so. And I really hope so we do, dude. Like, I really hope so, but I'm just not trying to get my hopes up, especially with that defense. I'm going to say I'm just not a big believer. I'm a big believer in Robert Saleh, but I'm just not a big believer in the talent and the depth that we have right now on that squad. But I hope we do. I hope they prove me wrong. Dude, I really hope they prove me wrong. Like, I swear to you, I hope they do. I really want this win. I want to see a Niners Super Bowl before I die. Okay, I want to, but I just can't get my hopes up. And the objective journalist in me is just saying, don't get too hyped. Don't get too hyped. Don't break your heart. So yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. But now actually let's switch over to what? Oh yes, to the Colts. To the Colts now, because yeah, let's look at their playoff picture. Actually, on the same one. Whoo! All the way at 9. I think they entered last week. They entered the AFC as a 95% chance to make the playoffs. Now they're at 1.8. That is just crazy how stuff falls. Remember, they started off 8-3, and now they're out. Where are they now? They are 8-7. Woo! That sucks for them. I mean, after the Daniel Jones injury, bro, everything just went downhill for them. And actually, I forgot to explain that. I forgot to give credit. Remember, I was killing my defense right now saying, well, I don't think we're that good. Today, they shut down Jonathan Taylor. 46 yards, 16 carries, 46 yards, only had 3 yards per carry. He had that one touchdown, which is good. And the longest he went was for 7 yards, but 2.9 yards per carry. Niners defense, we stopped them. I forgot to give them credit for that. They deserve a lot of credit for that. Made Philip 44-year-old Rivers throw the ball 35 times, even though he was kicking us. But they made him throw the ball 35 times and shut down Jonathan Taylor. So credit to my defense. Okay, I was killing y'all right now. I was giving y'all criticism, saying I don't believe in y'all. But now I'm giving you credit, saying that I liked what I saw today from the rush defense, stopping Jonathan Taylor. But anyways, so the Colts, they don't look great right now. They don't look great. The defense, they just got carved up. The running game, I don't know what happened to Jonathan Taylor, and then Philip Rivers is your quarterback. So I think the Colts, maybe they'll get a chance, but they are not going to be contenders anymore. So that sucks for them. But of the whole NFL picture, let's go at some scores now. Moving on from Monday Night Football and actually going into